Leaving your brokerage is never an easy decision. For me, I spent years in a traditional brick and mortar brokerage. It was very familiar, I was very comfortable, and I learned a lot. But at some point, I realized that comfort wasn't the same thing as growth. So today, I want to share exactly why I left my old brokerage and joined Real, and why it's been one of the best decisions I've made in my career. So like many agents, I started in a traditional office environment, and for a while it worked. But as I grew my business, I started to notice things that didn't align with where I wanted to go. The technology felt outdated, the splits and fees just didn't make sense anymore, and when I decided to build a team, the model wasn't designed to support that growth. It was designed to protect the brokerage and maintain the amount of money that they wanted to get from every single individual within the brokerage, which is understandable. But that's when I started to look at some different options and really weigh things out. When I discovered Real, three things really stood out to me. First, the technology. Real is not stuck in the past. From Real Academy, where there's over 30 live courses every single week being held, to Leo AI, to Real Wallet, the tools are modern, they're intuitive, they're designed to save time. So instead of juggling a dozen different logins to different platforms and outdated systems, I felt like finally I had a streamlined platform to run my business. Next is the compelling splits. At my old brokerage, I kept asking myself, why am I paying this much money? There were years where I could have bought a new car for the amount that I paid into the brokerage. Real's low cap and fair split was obviously very attractive. But it wasn't just about being cheap. It's not about finding the cheapest brokerage. It was finding about what's the brokerage that I am okay with what they're asking me to pay into them, but I am getting that much or more value by paying that into them and by being part of that brokerage. Am I getting value for my money? The third reason was building my team. This was the real changer for me. At Real, my team members only pay a half cap. So in Canada, it's $15,000 for a cap. But being a team member on my team, it's not $15,000, it's $7,500. That means I could attract talent, help them grow, and still build a profitable, scalable team. And those team members, we all know how hard the first 1, 2, 3 years of real estate is. But if I can set them up for success and they only have to pay a half cap into the brokerage, that is going to give them a huge leg up and up their odds of being successful in this industry and sticking around. So instead of my brokerage becoming an obstacle for this industry costs too much, Real became an accelerator. And then there were the extras, the extra bonuses that really sealed the deal. Stock bonuses. I wasn't just selling homes anymore to make an income. I was building ownership in the company. Every single milestone meant that I was building long-term wealth. My first deal of the calendar year, for my anniversary date of joining, I get a stock bonus. If I attract someone to join Real and they sell a house, I get a stock bonus. After I cap, I get a stock bonus. If I hit elite status, I get a huge stock bonus. Then there's revenue share. It's an optional but powerful way to create a stream of income beyond just selling homes. It's not just about recruiting, it's about creating a retirement plan that keeps paying you even after you stop selling houses. Because you have helped to build the brokerage by bringing in agents that are building up the company is rewarding you for doing so. At my old brokerage, when I stopped selling, that was it. At Real, I'm building something that lasts even after I stop selling. So why did I leave my brick and mortar brokerage? Because I wanted modern tech that actually was innovative and adapting and pushing me forward, because I wanted a financial model that rewarded me fairly, because I wanted a team structure that made sense and would really propel my team members and allow them to feel success sooner. And I wanted long-term wealth opportunities beyond just selling and closing on homes. And Real gave all of that to me. I'll always be grateful for where I started and for the people that are there. But the truth is, where I am now, I am eternally grateful that I did make the switch. Real has been an awesome switch for myself, but it might not be the best switch for everybody and the best option. So if you'd like to have a chat about your business, what it's like, what it entails, what you do, and what it would look like if you plugged it into Real, we can have a chat and see if it would be a good fit or not.